Focus. Click the links. Go to the Odyssey, the BitChute. It's more vital, important work on coffee. Okay, so a couple of things going on. The Israeli NeoCon Rino contingent wants to keep the war going. Hashtag no more wars for Israel. And then the other side of the equation is to bring in as many folks from the third world who have a specific certain ideology, a belief system, to bring them into the first world, Europe, America, Canada, Australia. Which kind of begs the question, well, they're not abandoning their ideology that caused so much conflict in these sandy places. So why are you bringing them to the first world? I don't understand that. Are they converting to Christianity or something? No, they're going to maintain that ideology that caused conflict in the sandy place. So why does this Israeli neocon left-wing Rhino contingent want to bring them into the first world? It doesn't seem advantageous when you have two groups with interests adverse to each other in proximity. What's worse is you bringing in these folks and giving them like full citizenship rights, voting rights, things like that. That seems a bit. It seems a way to guarantee conflict, like a low-trust society. How do you build a low-trust society? Well, you diversify it as much as possible. So Michael Tracy, a bit of a shitlord himself, he's got a YouTube channel. He says, Paul Wolfowitz, chief advocate for the Iraq war, being given major op-ed space to argue U.S. should never withdraw from Afghanistan, while also lecturing Biden on credibility, proves in a U.S. media there's no official wrongdoing that you can't be rehabilitated from. The forever war hasn't ended. Also a sci-fi book by Hadelman. Why are we there in the first place? So King Zinger, these two guys are Israeli dudes. The strike on ISIS is the start of payback. Congratulations, Armley. Good call from President Biden. Nothing to recover our lost 20 years, and $1 trillion to replace the Taliban with the Taliban. Sean Hannity, Dan Crenshaw, Ben Shapiro, and Charlie Kirk. Though Charlie Kirk seems like he might actually be discovering he has a spine after all. Dan Crenshaw threatened the Groypers, the Nick Fuentes crew, because they criticized Israel or something like that, and he says, you'll regret criticizing Israel. Words to that effect, I'm paraphrasing. Something like that, where he made an indirect threat for someone who's critical of these kids who are critical of Israeli interference in American politics. It's like, that's a weird thing to say. Oh, it's not that weird thing. It's a pretty obvious statement. Very clear. So Biden's betrayal is even worse than we thought. Americans will be left behind. Here's the thing. Are they Americans? They're Afghanis with American citizenship. That's a distinction and a difference. What does it mean to be an American? America's just a commercial zone. If you think, oh, well, the Constitution. They don't give a shit about the Constitution. You know that, I know that, and they know that. So are they really Americans? De jure? Yes. But really, are they? Do they value the Constitution? Do you value the Constitution when you want Sharia law to usurp the Constitution? No. You're not really an American. You don't have... An argument could be made that you don't really have citizenship. Where's it going with this? I don't think we can guarantee Americans want to get out. We'll get out. The thing is, they're Afghanis. They knew the situation going in. I hate to defend Biden, but they knew the situation on the ground. They had all the time in the world to leave if they wanted to leave. But it's good to know that people are sneaking in to... Biden's got too much. Sneaking in to get them out and bring them to the first world. Former Navy SEAL Redmond is part of a volunteer group of veterans who are rescuing allies from Afghanistan. Well, you're not taking them to a safer town in Afghanistan or somewhere. I know it's not the Middle East. I misspoke. It's just we're going to loosely call all that Islamic area the Middle East, though it's not technically. The stands, call them the stands, the Kyrgyzstan region. You're not rehoming them in an area of a new Kyrgyzstan region. You're bringing them to the first world, but they still have that ideology from 1,400 years ago. Those those ideologies are in conflict with an open and liberal democratic society to have a religion from 1400 years ago. So why are you bringing them in to the first world? Huh. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next episode.